Hello everyone and welcome to Authentic Now Yoga, the online yoga studio for anybody and everybody. My name is Jody Pinale and today I want to talk to you about breath. Breath is a foundational element in the practice of yoga. Breath is a foundational element in life. Our bodies breathe themselves all day, every day, without us really giving it much thought. But when we can consciously work with our breath, it has an even more transformational impact on our beings. That's what I want to talk to you about today. How do we work with our breath to help bring us more present and more mindful? How do we work with our breath to support us more throughout our practice? And how do we work with our breath to support us in life? So, the simple act of bringing your attention, bringing your awareness to your body as it breathes itself brings you into the present moment. When you follow that inhalation and that exhalation, you literally cannot be anywhere else. It helps you focus your mind, aiding your concentration for meditation, for simple mindfulness. It keeps you from thinking other thoughts when you're focused on your body breathing itself. Working with our breath consciously also has an impact on our nervous system. So as we deliberately breathe our body different ways, we can help regulate our nervous system. And noticing simply what is going on with our breath, whether that's throughout the day or throughout your practice, can tell you, give you a clue to how you're doing. If you're holding your breath, if you're breathing shallow, if you're gasping, grunting, especially during postures, that is a clue that you're not as calm and centered as you might like to be, giving you the opportunity to make a change. So let's go back to the beginning, this idea of simply following your body as it breathes itself. So bringing your attention to that inhalation, that exhalation, whether you feel it in your body as it's moving, whether you hear it moving through your nostrils, or whether you just simply watch it with your mind's eye. All of that is so valuable. It's the simplest tool with a profound impact. Then we can start to manipulate that breath, make changes. So say we are following our breath and noticing it, and we're thinking, it's pretty shallow. We can simply deepen it. Maybe we notice that we're just gasping for breath. Then we can slow down our inhalation and slow down our exhalation. We can become more aware of what's happening with the inhalation and the exhalation by, say, counting, assigning a count, noticing that the inhalation is 4 counts, the exhalation is 6 counts. We can even that out, so you can lengthen the inhalation or you can shorten the exhalation. We can manipulate that even more by doing something like box breathing, which would be inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and holding for 4 counts. This is a great breath for regulating your nervous system. And as I said, the focusing on the counting is great focus for your mind and training your concentration. So we can also use our breath to support us during our practice. So inhaling with certain motions, exhaling with certain motions. If you're confused about that, a general rule of thumb is when you're expanding, you inhale. And I like to just imagine that I'm trying to, like a balloon, I'm trying to fill all the parts that I'm working with. And when we're contracting or sometimes efforting, we can exhale. So we make more space for whatever that closing of the posture is, clearing out the lungs. Which reminds me, breath is also a cleanser. We literally, every time we respirate, we get rid of toxins. There are a few breaths that we use in our practice of yoga, specific breaths. One is called a Yogic breath, which is simply constricting a little bit the back of the throat. It has a tremendously calming impact on us while we're in our practice. And the way to do that, if you don't already know, is imagine that your hand is a mirror and you want to fog it up. Almost like the sound of waves on the beach. Just nice, gentle, full breaths with that slight constriction in the back of the throat. And another breath that we use is called the collarbones breath, or the breath of fire, or percussive breath. And the way that this is done is by simply forcefully exhaling and passively inhaling. So things to keep in mind while you're practicing this: not holding tension in your jaw, and take a little bit, almost a full breath in before you start. And make sure that you allow that inhalation part to happen. Otherwise, you'll make yourself dizzy. And you can put your hand here on your diaphragm to remind you what's happening, or to keep your focus there. So it looks like this. And you can work with the speed, you can work with the amount of breaths. I do that as a part of my practice. There's another video on prana activation, which includes the collarbones breath. But it's just wonderful if you find your energy flagging sometime throughout the day. Just give yourself 10, 20 collarbones breaths. Yes, that will bring you back to life. Speaking of life, all of these awarenesses, all of these ways that we work with our breath throughout our yoga practice, we also get to work with our life off the mat. So simply throughout your day, you notice you're getting a little frantic or frenzied. Simply bring your awareness to your breath. You can change your breath if you want, or just follow it in and out. Like I said, using the collarbones breath throughout the day if your energy is flagging. Noticing if you're shallow breathing or if maybe you're holding your breath. All such wonderful awarenesses for giving you feedback on where you are and what's going on with you during the day. So I hope that that is helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the section below. I'm glad that you watched. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not already a member of our community. If you hit the bell, it will let you know when we have videos available. I post them every week. Classes, tools, talks. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.